Paul marks an appreciation for the prophetic voice of the Bishop of Liverpool, Paul Bass. Bishop attacks Christians who back Trump, the 28th of December. The problem, however, with populist leaders and policies is that they are popular. There is much work to be done in exposing the delusional, self-indulgent, scaremongering and perverse manipulation by the likes of Trump and Farage. It is to be hoped that other bishops and church leaders will follow the example of Bishop Paul in proclaiming an authentic Christian, together with others of goodwill, critique of discriminatory policies, not least in respect of the poor, child poverty, homelessness etc., that deny a full and flourishing humane society. Such includes a condemnation of those who are rich and exploitative, remembering the words of Mary's Magnificat, "He has scattered the proud, put down the mighty, and the rich he has sent away empty," Luke 1:51 am-53. There is much work to be done this side of the Atlantic, which includes a challenge to Christians and others who might be tempted to support the populist and oversimplified and inaccurate identification of societal problems. Canon David Jennings, canon theologian, Leicester Cathedral. Bishop Bass' criticism of U.S. evangelicals shows how the Church of England is always willing to attack safe targets. How about tackling religious hypocrisy closer to home? As a supposedly Christian country, led by a vicar's daughter and an increasingly faith-obsessed monarch, shouldn't we re-examine policies that cut welfare and disability benefits, starve education and health care services of resources, and exclude migrants and those seeking sanctuary? Perhaps Bishop Bass should ask himself, what would Jesus do with a Church of England fund, worth £7.9 billion in 2016, which has as one objective paying for Bishop's ministry and some cathedral costs? Richard Gilead, Saffron Walden, Essex. Trump supporters are not contradicting God's teaching to protect the poor and the weak, as Bishop Bass would argue. There are two different traditions in Christian almsgiving. St. John Chrysostom urged that charity should be indiscriminate. St. Ambrose argued that Christians had a special responsibility for those closest to them, and that charity should radiate out as it were in concentric circles. Similarly, the great Jewish scholar Maimonides established 8 levels of charity, the highest priority being given to helping a fellow Jew out of dependency. Meanwhile, St. Paul said that although Christians should be charitable to all, they should be especially charitable to fellow Christians. There is therefore nothing unchristian about a Trump supporter wishing to come to the aid first of the American working class, second of Americans in general, third of non-American Christians, and placing non-American non-Christians in fourth place. David Critchley Wislow, Buckinghamshire. The diversity in the demographic of Giles Fraser's church, Loose Cannon, the 29th of December, is replicated in many places of worship, which bring together people across age, socio-ethnic class, nationality and other dividing lines. One of the compelling values of belonging to a faith community is that you are connected to other community members, not for transactional reasons or for gain, but through a common heritage and belief.